Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I hope it's clear in your atmosphere. I'm going to tell you, it was a rough one this weekend. It was a little rough. Felt myself going backwards, yet forward all at the same time. I made some of the same decisions and then I made some different decisions. And I'm working on not repeating those things because if you continue to repeat the lessons that God is getting out your life to make room for your blessings, each time that you do it, it'll get worse and worse and worse. And I found myself saying, hey, you know what? I've already learned this. I don't need to do it again. I've already felt this. I don't need to feel it again. When I found myself being reintroduced to information that didn't serve me, people, places, and things that didn't serve me, I found a different way to put my mind or my energy, if you will, in a different direction. So for that, I'm proud of myself for doing. Um, I'm not gonna lie, I slipped back into that bottle a little bit. I did, and it felt good until it didn't feel good. And I found myself getting emotional, reliving some of the traumas, if you will, and finding myself stirring the shit pot of PTSD. So I'm glad that I got me some rest. I recognized that I was spiraling down that path and I took time to be still. I'm still working on that because just like anything, exercise, meditation, detox, anything that you're changing in your life to become a habit, if you will, especially when you're doing something opposite of what you've been doing and you're forcing yourself to turn, and it'd be a little rough at first. It will be because it's foreign, um, especially when you're doing it alone. I don't have a significant other at this time, and I'm an empty nester, so it's I have to be the motivation for me. I have to be my own coach, my own cheerleader. I have to be my own boss. I have to kick my own ass to get it done. And sometimes you just want somebody to lean on, someone to talk to. And I'm very thankful that I do have a few people in my life that I could pick up the phone with and be genuine, be real with. And I'm glad that, at least a couple of them are blood relatives, because people can be blood relatives but not be family. So what I'll say, and correcting myself, they are my family. And they know who they are because we speak on a regular basis, and I trust them with my personal private information. Do I share everything with them? No, they don't share everything with me. Our business is our business. However, I feel comfortable enough to be vulnerable with them without feeling like I'd be rejected, I wouldn't be heard, even if we don't agree. Because my way of thinking is not the only way of thinking, and I have to be open to different perspectives of others. Just like I would want someone to be with me and be willing to listen. So, speaking of PTSD, we need to talk about mental state of others and how more people could help save the lives if they just shared a little bit more compassion and concern. You don't have to have been through what someone else has been through to have a listening ear, to have an understanding, to have compassion about how someone could be thinking or feeling at the moment. You also don't have to be their emotional dumping ground either. It has to be balanced. Like, every time you interact with that person, if they've always got a problem or issue or they need something and they're looking for you to be their savior, if you will, their band-aid, that's going to drain you. So you have to learn how to do it with a balanced everything, because I am nobody's emotional dumping bag, especially if I couldn't come to you and you be my emotional dumping bag. And you find that the ones that have been through the storm and they have made it, or appears as if they making it, or you can see the sun on their side, you can see the horizon, you're the one that people run to when they feel like they need something. But if I can't run to you and I can't say, hey, I'm having the best time of my life today, I just got the greatest news, and you're actually genuinely happy for me, don't fuck, go on somewhere. If I can't call you and say, I'm really having a shitstorm of a time, and you take the time to listen to what I'm saying, because if you're listening to react, you're not really listening to me, are you? You're hearing the words come out my mouth, but it's want. I'm gonna wait for that person to take a breath so that I could talk and say what I want to say. We need more people out here that are concerned about us genuinely. It'll prevent some really terrible things from happening when people go down that road and that path to start thinking, woe is me, and why did this happen? And they're going through all the stages of, I guess, grief, if you will, anger and sadness and depression, and then spurts of happiness, especially when they got something good going on and they got some good news or something like that. But it's short-lived. It's short-lived when you don't know how to balance it out, when you don't know different avenues to turn to, if you will, to keep you stable. And what happens is when you're depressed and you go through depression, it's really easy to be in that sinkhole when you have a good moment or two, some good news, or you turn to something like drugs and alcohol, or you got your tax income check, so now you can actually take yourself shopping, get you some new gear, or get up or pay that bill that you've been meaning to pay, or whatever it is that makes you happy at that time. It's short-lived once it's over. It's about being stable, because people that go through SA, if you will, they're one of the highest up there when it comes to the PTSD. And the next, I believe it was the military, people in the military and things of that nature. But just life is life and out here. And if we can just take the time and say, hey, how you doing today? I'm just checking on you, see what's up. I don't need anything from you, want anything from you. Just, I just want to reach out and say, hey, that could just mean the world to someone. It really could mean the world to someone. But if you're one of those people that don't do it, and you see like someone social media taking off, and all of a sudden you want to come around like you liking they shit, like you come on. That's not checking in. That's being nosy. That's to say, I knew you way back when. That's to say, I'm not even looking at their content. I'm trying to see what's in their house, or I'm just, all up in their business. That's not support. That's just a motherfucker being nosy to be nosy, and wanting you to recognize them because you knew them way back when, or vice versa. If you weren't supporting me, liking my stuff during my struggle, don't like it during my success, baby. Because yes, I do have a video that did go viral. Thank you, Lord. And I got some up and coming stuff. And God only knows what's to come for me. And I believe it to be beautiful. And I'm not going to sit here and tell you all my business, because that's not smart. Especially for those who ain't cheering me on. But don't see my shit go viral and then want to come back around like, I don't know, that's you, because I see you. And you see me, and you been watching me, ain't like none of my shit. You know what I'm saying? This whole time, so don't like it now. Okay? And when you see me and where I'm going, the same way that you didn't know me, I ain't gonna know you either. Or what Jay-Z said, they don't remember that, and I don't remember you. All right, but anyway, circling back around, check on your peoples, man. If they really your peoples and you got any kind of care or concern in your heart, Check on them. This Starbucks be hitting. Check on them. Make sure that they're okay. Hey, man, I'm just reaching out to you, see what's happening. You know, I ain't heard from you in a week or two, a month or two, you know, just letting you know you on my mind. I'm thinking about you. Hope all is well. Call me when you get a chance. Don't pressure them because you don't know what's going on in life. Just send them a text. Shoot them, just shoot them a DM. Leave a voicemail so they can hear your voice. Hell, you can even press the record button and send it in a text message. You know, do something like that for somebody, you know, and take the selfishness out. Too many people are selfish, and they really, really fuck this world up for the people out here that's really trying to be decent. No man is perfect, and no man is without sin or mistakes or some really fucked up shit that they done did, past, present, and future. But we can learn from our mistakes, and we can each one teach one, if you will. And last but not least, stop letting people tell you how a person should be when they're giving messages. The purpose is to listen to the message, not to follow the messenger. Okay? I ain't Jesus. You don't need to follow me. If that's the case, you can follow me on my social media and support me that way. But don't look at me and say, oh, well, she giving all this advice. And my life is not fucking perfect, but it's perfect for me. And you either get it or you don't. One thing you're not finna do is judge me. You're not finna disrespect me. And you're not finna play around in my face. Okay? Because, like I said, you don't want to meet the dragon, and the dragon is asleep, not dead. It's your girl. I'll talk to you later.